Hi, thanks for tuning in to Talk ETFs, ETF.com's weekly video series. My name is Sumit Roy, and I'm Senior Analyst here at ETF.com. This week, I'm speaking with Ed Egilinsky, who's the Managing Director at Direxion, an ETF issuer focused on leveraged and inverse ETFs. So, Ed, Direxion has dozens of leveraged and inverse ETFs on the market. Where are traders putting their money to work today?
Over the last couple of years, the popularity in risk and trading has increased as reflected by our asset base. So our leverage and inverse lineup has seen a major increase in assets. We're 40 plus billion as we speak. There are a lot of traders out there looking to express short-term trading views. And we're seeing that with our recent suite of leverage and inverse single stock ETFs, all on the Magnificent Seven, the individual stocks, 2x bull on the long side, inverse 1x on the short side. And a lot of people are trading these individual stocks that want to express a short-term trading view, whether bullish or bearish. A lot of headlines, even recently, with the likes of NVIDIA and Google with antitrust. Just this morning, Apple with the EU fine. And then you have Amazon with AWS partnering with Oracle. So a lot of people like to trade off of headlines or pre and post earnings. So we're certainly seeing that with the leverage and inverse single stock suite, which is over 2.5 billion combined with the 7 pairs that we have. And TSLL and NVDU, which are 2x bull on Tesla and NVIDIA, certainly leading that charge.
We've seen tremendous demand for single stock ETFs, but Ed, I now want to ask you a little bit about your older ETFs, in particular SOXL and TMF, which, if I'm not mistaken, are tied to the semiconductor and long-term bond markets. Why are these ETFs your two largest, and are people buying them in 2024?
Now, these aren't things that are actually bought, they're traded. So let's just separate them. TMF and TMV, which is the pair, it's the triple leverage bull on the 20+ year US Treasury on a non-leverage basis. Some of you might be familiar with TLT. So this is triple leverage bull and bear on that. We have seen consistent flows in TMF on the bull side over the last year and a half, regardless of interest rate environment. We're starting to see a little more of a pickup now in interest, even more so as a result of the Fed seeming to start a rate cutting cycle. You've had a significant rally in the third quarter with bonds. And then you have headlines that people could trade off of with the CPI for August going to be announced tomorrow. So a lot of interest in treasuries, particularly on the bull side, but they can play the bear side as well, which is TMV, as I mentioned, on the 20+ year treasury. Now, on the flip side, the semiconductors, SOXL is our biggest fund. That's the triple leverage on the NYSE Semiconductor Index. That's a basket of semiconductor stocks that includes NVIDIA. We also have the flip side, which is the bear triple leverage SOXS. Semis have led really the tech rally over the last couple of years, particularly with AI being prominent. But starting in September, the beginning of this month, tech has led the downside in the overall equity markets, and semis have coming off their worst week in the last couple of years. So there's an opportunity to trade both the bull and bear side, depending on the market environment. As a result, because of the choppiness we're seeing in semis, SOXL and SOXS both had significant inflows in the month of August.
That's great. So Ed, some of your ETFs have been around for a long time, like SOXL and like TMF that we just discussed, but you're also launching new ETFs all the time. Are those new ETFs just single stock ETFs, or are you launching other index-based products and things like that also?
Yeah. Well, we just launched Meta, Bull and Bear this year, METU and METD, 2x Bull and Inverse 1x Bear to round out the suite. But we're also focusing on other themes with a high beta associated with it, so traders could actively take trading positions on either bull or bear. And just a couple of them this year that we launched, AIBU and AIBD, which is 2x bull and bear on the Solactive USAI and Big Data Index. If people want to trade the crypto industry stocks, we launched something that has a basket of those stocks within it, a 2x bull, Lambeau, and a 1x bear, REC, REKT, and then uranium also. We have a 2x bull we just launched a couple of months ago on the uranium stocks. It combines two ETFs that people are familiar with, URA and URNM. So that's what that index consists of. So these are all high beta, high volatile type of benchmarks that people like to trade. So we'll continue to come out with those type of thematic type of trades that people could look to participate in on a short-term basis.
Fantastic. Well, Ed, we're going to have to leave it there. You gave us a ton of great insight. Thanks so much for your time.